Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell me, can y'all hear me? I'm trying out a new microphone. I got a microphone plugged up. I have a microphone plugged up, and I don't know how much. I don't know how much it's picking up. I'm guessing that it's picking up some though, because I see some shit. Yeah, it's been a little bit of hiatus, but I'm all the way official now. So now that I got the type of setting that I want, I even got a podcast room. This the crib, but I got a podcast room at the office. So now that I got the type of setting that I want, I'm about to go. I'm about to go full speed ahead with these videos. Concrete King TV. So I'm gonna have the Elephant in the Room podcast where I address issues in the black community that we don't really touch on too much or enough. I'm gonna have the decapitation station where I cut the head off of all the cap and expose the bullshit for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a whole lot of cap going on in our community and things that we just take as we just take as being truth and live by, and it's the furthest thing from the truth. It's a whole bunch of bullshit, a whole bunch of cap, right? So I'm about to talk about what I saw on Washington the other night while I was on the strip. Yeah, I went out Saturday night on Washington, and when I was leaving the bar, headed back to the crib, I saw something that really, 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 really that boiled my blood, and I had to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? What did I see? What did you see, Pac-Man? Well, I'm coming up Washington, and about a half a block in front of me is some people sitting in front of one of the buildings. I can't tell how many people it is. I just see a little movement, and I heard this bawling, loud, over the top, wailing, so to speak. And it be so many people, so many vagrants down there, people who on drugs, people who homeless, who be doing so much weird shit and acting such a damn fool. I couldn't tell whether it was a male or a female screaming like that, right? At least it sounded like somebody was just screaming, right? Or just high off of Finny or Tunchi and having an episode, like or somebody was just singing at the top of their damn lungs, hitting all type of crazy ass notes. It was some weird sounding shit, right? I didn't know what it was, but I knew that I was walking towards it, you know, and I would find out what it was in a second. I wasn't afraid to find out what it was, you know. Whoever it was, they probably worse off than me. So as I get closer, I see that there's a person sitting down, and I heard somebody saying, "Man, stop crying, stop all that screaming, no, stop screaming, man, would you stop screaming, stop all that screaming." So I'm thinking it's the homeless people who be sleeping outside. They be laying down on the vents on the ground in front of the stores and sleeping and setting up shop right there in front of the stores, and that's where they work, in front of one of the stores. So I'm thinking it's just some crazy motherfucking homeless people out here acting a damn fool because they be on all type of dope. And as I get closer, I see that it's a dude and there's a girl sitting on the ground on a little stoop, and she got a stroller in front of her, a stroller, baby stroller. And he is telling her, "Stop crying, stop crying." So then, as I get close enough where I'm maybe like 3 or 4 addresses away from them, storefronts, I heard him say, "Man, that's why I hate that bitch. Ooh, I want to kill that bitch." Like, can't, for real, man. For real, I can't stand your motherfucking mama. He's talking to the young lady that's right there crying. And he's telling her how he can't stand her motherfucking mama. I ain't playing, man. I'm gonna go back up there, man. I'm gonna fuck that bitch up. I can't stand that bitch. Oh, I want to kill that bitch so bad. Got my daughter out here like this. Got my daughter out here. Man, see, that's why. And I walked past and I looked at him. I gave him a look like, man. And he gonna tell me something, yeah, I'm gonna beat that bitch ass. And then that nigga try to stop me neither. Boy, if you don't get your little bitch ass on somewhere, doing all that motherfucking whining, nigga, you doing the male equivalent of what she doing. She bawling and crying, and nigga, you is too. It's cold as a motherfucker. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Here you are with woman and child and can't do a damn thing for them. You don't have no place for them to go, no money for them to have a place to go. And last time I checked, at least from my 4 eyes, 3.5 eyes, you look like the male in the relationship. So, despite popular opinion, it's your job to put a roof over her and that baby head. I know your mama probably was on welfare and that you probably grew up in a backwards, upside down household where the woman provided the home. But that's why you got these weird ass expectations, like somebody mama finna be taking care of them after they overgrown for years and years and years, and then a deadbeat ass nigga alongside her. But she probably been telling her about your ass all along. And I don't know your situation to know you, but I'll be willing to bet that she only put y'all out on the street that night because you was with them. That if you wasn't with them and it was just her daughter and her grandbaby, they'd probably still be there. I could be wrong, but the fact that you're not taking care of your responsibility, not only are you not taking care of it by not having a place for them to go, not only are you not taking care of your responsibility by not having a place for them to go, but you also are acting like a bitch and not taking care of your responsibility by thinking that just because the grown ass daughter can go there with child instead of having her own shit, that means you supposed to come too. Yeah, but I'm the daddy and this, and that. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, you the nigga that caused this shit. It's your motherfucking fault and her dumb ass fault too. Because if she's sitting up finna be with somebody and is finna sit up and listen to this verbal abuse and you yelling at the top of her lungs to nobody in particular out loud, butt sore, because you buck broken, so you butt sore, and you sit up here yelling out loud to nobody about how you want to kill her mama and she accepts that. And she ain't kick you to the curb. Her mama obviously didn't raise her with good sense. Or they must not have the best relationship because ain't no way. That would have been the beginning of the end. That would have been the beginning of the end. Not just saying you was gonna kill my mom, but saying anything out the way, disrespectful, insinuating, hinting at any type of disrespect towards my mother. Any type. And if you and your mother's relationship ain't like that, then how is it cool for you to come with baggage, a baby in tow, and with a nigga who's supposed to be housing the both of us? You ain't no damn baby. Yeah, I know as a grandmother, and I know we done put the rights and responsibilities on these women to take care of grown ass men and shit, but she don't owe them shit. She did her job raising that bitch. If she does it, it's because she wants to out of the kindness of her heart, out of the love that she has for her family. But even that run out if you're not getting it or you trying to take advantage of a situation and I'm enabling you. whatever the reason was, you got your daughter out here on the street. Come on, got my daughter out here in the cold. You got your daughter out here in the cold, fuck boy. And you know how I know you a maggle? A maggle is a male hyena. How I know you a maggle? Because you felt so insecure and shamed by what you said when I looked you in your eye. You knew you were saying some bitch ass shit and some shit though out the way. So you try to save face by talking about something you wish a motherfucker would. No, you don't. You don't want nobody to say nothing to your ass. No, you don't. You don't wish I say nothing to you. I promise you, you don't. But I know one thing you ain't gonna be doing. You ain't gonna be doing that shit on no regular outside on my block. Because I live on Washinzgton. And if you would have tried to take it out on her, you might have got fucked up. I don't wish no harm on you. But that shit wasn't manly. That shit wasn't gangster. You wasn't intimidating no motherfucking body but her. I looked at nigga like he had a boog on his face and smirked and kept on going. Bet not no nigga try to stop. You ain't gonna do shit. You gonna try to kill her mom. But you know what? These emotional ass boys who don't know how to check their feelings because they don't have no masculinity, he might try to kill her mom. He might, these motherfuckers some demons. They say shit now, you gotta take them seriously. But this nigga, he looked like he's very insecure. Why do I say that? Because if you don't got your priorities in straight, you ain't supposed to be wearing the clothes that he was wearing. He looked like he live off bitches and let them take care of all his major life expenses so he could dress. Now, he ain't have on no designer shit. I'm trying to get this damn leaf to stick because I didn't wet it. I know y'all probably like, when is he ever gonna be through rolling that damn blunt? I normally wet these motherfuckers with water before I roll them, right? Or I use some honey or something to seal them. Something like that. But as y'all can see right now, that's not the case. Why do I call him effeminate? Because he wants to play role reversal games. Now, all of a sudden, it's the woman's responsibility to keep the roof over your family's head. It's her responsibility. Not just the woman, but the mama. How long did you depend on your mother if she's still alive and she's still in your life? How long did you depend on her to take care of shit that you supposed to already have covered? Do you still? Because I know grown ass boys who was maggles when they was little, especially the ones who got spoiled and got everything. When they get to the point where their mama start trying to force them to man up and don't be buying them everything, they get disrespectful and violent with their mama. Their mama be the number one enemy. And the more they talk to her and talk crazy to her and bellyache about what they want, the more she give into their bitch ass. Because that's what she been doing since they was 2. That's what she been doing since that nigga was 2 years old. Giving in to him when he whined for something. Now this is the nigga standing outside in the cold with a baby that he don't got nowhere for it to go. And then not blaming himself. I don't know what circumstances or situation put him there. But I know once he got there, he didn't take accountability. He did not take accountability for why he's there at all. And that don't sit well with your boy. I don't respect it. And nigga, you need to check it. Yeah, this role reversal shit is fucking serious, man. It's the females too. It ain't just the men. It's the females too. But I remember being young, right? And you had these teenagers, right? Who had open sexual relationships as teenagers. I could never have no open sexual relationship when I was still staying in my mama's house because nigga, you ain't grown. And if you're grown enough to be fucking, you can get out. People do that when they can provide the roof and the atmosphere for all that, and bear the consequences, the responsibilities that gonna go with it. Because when the baby pop up, you won't be staying here, right? And you won't be staying here while she stays somewhere else. Because you need to be where the baby at, providing that roof. And if she go provide the roof and you move out and go move in with her, I'm gonna blow you down, and I will not be proud of you as a parent. And it's fair. So all of this shit where you see people letting they teenagers and letting kids that's still in their house move in other motherfuckers who are there in a sexual relationship with, I think that's fucking crazy. Because you ain't grown, and if you are, then you need to go provide your own place where you can do that. You don't deserve no dick or no pussy. If you ain't taking care of your business and showing no responsibility, you a burden on your family if you still don't pass a certain age. And then for you to be bringing a baby along in tow, and then a whole man who should be putting a roof over you and your baby's head, shows that you have subpar standards, you slow, and the person who let you come stay there, bring a nigga, is slow. As a matter of fact, you can't even come stay at mine if you in a relationship with somebody. If you in a relationship and you have a title on it, then it's that nigga job to put a roof over your head. Now, y'all can sit up and tell me all the reasons why the mother probably was providing it, and yeah, that's a mother, and you never do that, that grandbaby, and this, and that, and all that shit. Right. Yeah, it's a woman thing. But me and we force motherfuckers to man up. I would have forced that man to man up. Um, and depending on how mature my daughter is and whether or not she woman up or not, this may not be my responsibility. It may be a burden to me. So even though it's my grandchild and I love it to death, no, I'm not going to take care of it for you to free you up time and space, and so you can go have another one, get pregnant again because you didn't really suffer the full consequences or have to take on the responsibility with this one. I ain't about to do it. I wasn't born that night, so I sure the hell wasn't born last night. But people do it every day. People do it every day. I be seeing women with their child living with them way past grown, got a baby, and then got a whole nother motherfucker standing up, baby daddy, baby mama, son. And then they'll say some stupid shit like, he pay bills, he help with the bills. He's still the queen of the castle. He still got list to your mama. He still got list to his mama. They can't make no motherfucking decisions without permission. So now it's the woman's job to provide the roof and the head. Or whoever can and got it. It's their job, their responsibility. They can't tell you no. Because I'm out here with my baby. Okay, I'm not. I'm not out here with my baby. Who know what to tell you? That's your baby. Now, I've been in situations where I help people. I kept an entire apartment for 4 years that I wasn't even living in. And I let my cousin's homeboy stay there for about a month. It was supposed to end up being 3 months. It ended up being maybe a month. I let um, my goddaughter stay there for a few months. I let my Caucasian persuasion homeboy stay there for a couple months. He was my celly. He showed me love. So when he came home, I showed him some. For those of y'all who think I'm racist. And I must say that I helped a lot of people who probably didn't deserve it. I saw people in situations needed somewhere to go for the night. Come and crash over here. I'm not even gonna stay there. I'm gonna leave you there. It ain't nothing in there. I'm worried about you stealing. Unless you finna carry some furniture or some shit. I'm not. I don't even live there. I don't leave nothing in there. I don't have no valuables there. Then I'm a pretty good. I evaluate character pretty well, so I can kind of tell who gonna try some shit, who gonna steal some shit, and who not. And then they kind of can tell if they do, then they might get fucked over. So I never really had them type of problems because I screened it properly. But at the same time, I'm not just incompassionate. I gave a young lady who I was dating um, a place to stay for a little while. Let her and her kids come stay for a while. It was a temporary arrangement until her apartment got ready. Them wasn't my kids, and she had a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? But that was a temporary situation. She knew she wasn't going to be the one, and I knew them kids wouldn't stand. So, and that wasn't no problem for me. You know, I ain't got no problem with kids. I got a problem with irresponsible adults like that nigga, Beta Boy. He's a maggle. What is a maggle? A male hyena. Why you call him a hyena? Because hyenas live backwards in a maternal order where the women dominate. The men have no rights. They use for mating, reproduction, and hunting. And half the time they don't get to eat. They definitely eat last, if not, if at all. And that's how you niggas live. Y'all move in with females who ain't even living up their own resources. Their resources coming from another man named Uncle Sam. That's why he be having dominion in your home and you don't. She'll listen to what the government say, what the white man say, or she'll listen to what you say because he the one who providing all that. So you the queen of the castle. You moving in something that was already established without you. That a situation that you don't make or break, and you're not able to lead, provide masculine light, provide the four P's: provision, protection, problem solving, procreate. You're not able to do that. The masculine principle is responsible for those. So y'all live upside down. You go from your mama house to your grandmama house to your sister house to your auntie house to your baby mama house to your cousin house to your other baby mama house. Then when you move in with all of them, they females. Each one of them be female. And then when you do move in where somewhere where a male, you got the nerve to move in sometimes with your partner, with your cousin, with your brother, who doing the same thing you doing. Now it's two of y'all up under a female roof. I made that mistake before, but see, my homeboy was married, and he provided me with the place because the place that I was subleasing through him, it kind of went all bad. And he kind of left me with nowhere to stay. I was being responsible, so he looked out, and it wasn't free. And it wasn't free. Even when he wasn't stressing it, I still had to contribute as a man. And I made it my business to disappear every chance I could. Except for when we was jigging and making moves and the shit, and when we was involved in shit that required us to be together because we was thugging. You know what I'm saying? I was not sitting up under that nigga every day like Craig and Smokey. And I don't even think Craig and Smokey sat up under each other every day. Then when you do move in with a man, say you got a single cousin, a single male, or a partner who got his own shit or something like that, y'all bump heads because he gonna want you to be responsible like him because he's not a maggle. And y'all gonna bump heads and you gonna think he tripping when he holds you to a higher standard than them bitches you been living with. Alpha, beta. Alpha, beta. Ain't gonna work. Unless you a flunky, yes man, sidekick or something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just thought I needed to speak on that. I need y'all to comment. I need y'all to share. I need y'all to like and I need y'all to subscribe. Because guess what? Once I start advertising these lives, I get a schedule and I start coming up with topics and letting y'all know what they're gonna be ahead of time and start posting them on the regular, you ain't gonna wanna miss it. You ain't gonna wanna miss it. This gonna be the place to be because I'm gonna be going in. I'm gonna be going in. And some motherfuckers gonna love it. A lot of motherfuckers gonna hate it. But won't nobody be able to tell me I'm lying. Not without lying they damn self. That part. I already know what it is. You already know who it is. So you should know what to expect. Holler at y'all in a minute. Thanks for tuning in. This is Concrete King TV. Pack Lawton. Shalom.